primary school right in the heart of Sydney CBD. Just walking distance to some of Sydney's most famous places like Circular Quay, Darling Harbour, and QBB. If studying during the day is your thing, we've got General English, IELTS, English for academic purposes. However, you can also study in the evening. You can get in touch with us through Facebook or drop in and say hello and we can find the right course for you. Welcome to OHC.
All right. So, can everybody hear me? Hello, test, test. This is a test. Can you hear me? Okay, great. All right, everyone. So today I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about working and studying in Australia with OHC Oxford House. We are part of an education group called Holmes Education Group. And Holmes Education Group is a very large group that has schools and programs all around the world. As you can see, we are located in North America, in Canada and the United States. We are located in Europe and the UK, so in Ireland and England. And we are also located in Australia, all along the Sunshine Coast. Now, a few great facts about the Holmes Education Group. We've been around for about 30 years, so we are very established and we are a strong company that keeps growing year after year. We are also one of Australia's largest private education providers. We have 6 levels of education, from high school all the way to postgraduate, and we also have had about 85,000 students study with us since we started 30 years ago. What I'm going to do now is talk to you about a few of the different brands in our portfolio. And I'll touch on Holmes Institute here at the beginning. Holmes Institute is the product that our entire program started under. And Holmes Institute is very well known in Australia for all of their private higher education offers. So we offer diploma programs, vet courses, we offer design programs for fashion and art, and we also offer undergraduate degrees and bachelor degrees, as well as pathways to those bachelor and undergraduate degrees. Now, Holmes Institute is based in Australia, So our locations are in Sydney and Melbourne for our universities, but we also have our vet courses in Cairns and Brisbane as well. Holmes Institute does have a new hospitality program in Toronto, Canada, and we are able to invite and welcome students that can meet our requirements to join our program in Toronto for 1 year, so they can work and they can study as well and receive a diploma. Now I'll move on to another brand called Holmes Secondary. Holmes Secondary is our grade 11 and grade 12 program that's offered in Australia. It's a great opportunity for international students to come, study, transition, and receive an Australian high school diploma, which allows them a pathway on to further study as well. So this is a great option for some of the students that are interested in going abroad eventually to study higher education. Then we have OHC. Today's presentation will be focused on OHC, but it's good to just let you know how this product fits in our entire portfolio. OHC, Oxford House, is our English brand. So we have 16 schools teaching English all around the world. And this year, I'll be able to tell you some really exciting opportunities about the chances of working as well as studying in Australia. We also have a junior program called Soul Camps International. This program runs summer and winter camps in the US, in Canada, the UK, and in Australia. We welcome junior students between 7 to 17 years old to come and join our camps, where they will meet students from around the world. They'll have an all-inclusive program with the residence and accommodations and meals provided, as well as all of their activities in addition to the lessons that we provide each day. Then we also have Teaching House. And Teaching House is another brand, another product which you might be interested in if you are looking to become an English teacher. We are the largest teacher training provider in CELTA worldwide, and we also have a very unique role in this industry of providing English teachers to many schools, including OHC Oxford House. So it's a great part of our portfolio to have Teaching House as part of the Holmes Education Group. Finally, we have the Masters Institute of Creative Education. This is also a program that's based in Australia, and we focus on 4 different departments of fashion, hair, beauty, and makeup. Now, this also is a great opportunity for students who want to go to Australia to work and study, but also who want to go and follow a career choice in a creative industry like fashion or in makeup and beauty. And we offer degrees, we offer certificates and diploma courses in this option as well. And then finally, we have our university partnerships. So if you are interested in studying in the UK, we have partnerships with 4 different universities: the University of Worcester, St. Mary's University, Twickenham, London, the University of Worcester, and the University of Bedfordshire. And what we offer is a very unique and very attractive opportunity for students to go to the United Kingdom, study higher education, and follow our pathways, whether that be a foundation or international first year for bachelor students, or a postgraduate pathway with our pre-masters that goes on before the students take their master's programs. So we have some amazing scholarships here. We have 3 intakes during the year, and this is a very attractive pathway that if you're interested, we invite you to follow up and speak with the AIC team. So now what I'll focus on is OHC. As I mentioned, OHC is our English school brand, and there are schools that we have, as you can see here, located all around the world. So why is OHC a good option, and why should you choose this as a program to come and study? Well, just off the bat, we have a lot of flexibility for moving. Whether you are a student that is keen to see and discover the world, you can study at our programs in the United States, in Canada, in Ireland, England, or in Australia. And you have the ability to move around to those different schools. So again, as long as you have the visas to travel from country to country, you can study and see the world with Oxford House. We also have a 24-hour service for all of our partners, so all of our agents, which are who you'll be dealing with when you come and book with us. This is fantastic for you because you'll have the support you need. If you have a question or if there's any issues, we work around the clock to ensure that you will have everything addressed and that you'll have support the way you should when you're abroad. Another really good selling point of our program is that all of our teachers are at least CELTA qualified. Now, as you saw, Teaching House is the world's largest CELTA trainer. We have the ability to take from those programs teachers to instruct at our schools, and all of them are CELTA qualified. We have many teachers who, in addition to CELTA qualification, have teaching degrees or professional degrees and have come on to teach afterwards. And this just helps make our team very energetic and very eclectic. We also have very strong afternoon activities. So social programs, whenever you go abroad to study, is an important aspect and an important component of your experience, because the philosophy and the saying, the learning doesn't stop in the classroom, is really quite true. After your classes, you'll have the opportunity to enjoy the culture, enjoy the sights of the city that you're studying in, and experience an opportunity abroad with international students where you'll be speaking in English, having fun, and learning a lot about the new country that you're living in. And then finally, we have an English-only policy. Now, this is a policy that's to your benefit because it's meant to ensure that the atmosphere with which you're studying under and where you're coming to experience your programs have English only. So again, this is a good way for us to ensure that you have a good atmosphere around you. So again, as I mentioned before, we've got great locations all around the world. Our 3 schools in the United States are located in New York, Boston, and Miami. Our 3 schools in Canada are located in Toronto, Calgary, and Vancouver. And when we move over to Europe, we have a school in Dublin, Ireland. And now recently removed from Europe, we have our programs at OHC England in London, Oxford, Stratford-upon-Avon, and Richmond. And then finally, what today's presentation will be focused on is our schools at OHC Australia. We have 5 centers in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Gold Coast, and Cairns. Now, I think this is really exciting because when we talk about Australia specifically, students have an opportunity to work and study, which makes the experience a little bit more unique and a little bit more fulfilling, both because you'll be making a little bit of money on the side, but also because in addition to studying, you'll be able to put all of that into practice in the workplace. So here's just a little example of some of the courses we offer. We have General English Plus, Intensive English, and Business English. Now, in the UK and in Dublin, we do have a bit more flexibility with our classes, but in Australia, Canada, and the United States, as well as the UK, our classes are focused to be in the morning. Our exam preparation courses are also quite attractive, as many students in Thailand are looking to take an IELTS exam. We do IELTS examination preparation, both full-time and part-time. So these are options that are available to you if you come and study with us, OHC Oxford House. Again, here's another look at some of the courses we offer. And this gives you a bit of an idea of some of the elective courses you might be able to take as well. Because when you study with OHC Oxford House, you don't only need to take your general English programs. And I think this is a really good point to focus on. When you study abroad and you take a course, you want to make sure that you're also following the things you're looking for. So we want to make sure that you're also studying something specifically suited to achieving your goals. So if it's something like IELTS and you want to make sure that your speaking score is high, in addition to taking IELTS, you can take courses like conversation and pronunciation. You can take English for academic purposes. You can take conversation and grammar. And the reason why I touched on those is because those are examples of some of the different courses that you can run and at our different schools. So it gives you a lot more flexibility with the types of courses you want to take and the type of courses you'll be able to enjoy when you're trying to achieve your English goals. Now, we also offer a few other types of exam preparation, so Cambridge exam, the TOEFL exam preparation, and we also offer a few things like one-to-one English. So this is for students that are looking for that extra support. Maybe after you've taken your classes, you want just 1 or 2 hours a week of one-to-one lessons. You can pay for this additionally, and it allows you to get a bit more guidance. Now, one thing that's quite good about our academic system and our methodology is that we focus on the communicative approach. So here's an example of our level system. You'll see here on the left that we have 6 levels, level 1 to level 6. And you'll see here that we focus our levels around the CEFR, so from A0 till C2. Now you'll also start to notice a few new levels that have been introduced, A2+, B1+, B2+. These levels are here to just show you how our methodology and our curriculum stacks up against the CEFR. Because when you're studying a language, jumping from beginner to intermediate or intermediate to advanced isn't so black and white. There are many different components, many different skills that you need to improve on, whether it be your accuracy, your fluency of the language, your coherence, your ability to demonstrate your knowledge or express yourself. All of these things factor into the level that you have and the level you achieve. So going back to looking at our courses, this is why I think it's important to remember that we focus on the communicative approach. So what that means is in your general English courses, there will be an emphasis on your reading and your writing, but we will try to pay more attention to your speaking and your listening skills. So through activities, whether they be presentations in class, partner assignments, projects, public speaking, there will be many opportunities for you to improve your speaking and your listening skills, which will be complemented by the coursework offering your academic writing and your reading. So again, this is something that's, I think, very important to remember. If you are trying to achieve goals in English, OHC Oxford House has a fantastic curriculum and a fantastic methodology in place to help you achieve that success. So again, looking at the levels, you can see how our 6 levels stack up, and you can see as well the rough number of weeks we believe each level will take. Now, when you go abroad to study, you'll also be looking at accommodations. So it's good for you to know that we offer several types of accommodations. We offer homestays, which is a very attractive and very popular option for international students. It's where you stay with someone from that country. They might be first or second generation, or they may have been there for a long time. But what it does, it allows you to have a lot of opportunity to converse in English with your family. It allows you to come home, follow a routine where you have breakfast and you have dinner with them as well. And it just allows you to have another cultural component to your entire experience, staying with a homestay family. Now, we also offer the student residences. And student residences in each city will vary. Sometimes they will be managed by ourselves. Sometimes they will be managed by a third party. But the benefit of a student residence is that you are doing independent living. So you'll be living with other students your age or going to your program, and you'll have to take care of yourself more than if you were in a homestay. So that means you'll have to prepare your meals, you'll have to clean your room, and you won't have a routine or a curfew to come back to. So 2 different types of accommodation options for different students that are looking for different experiences. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, today's focus was going to be on Australia. So it's really good to know just a little bit about our centers. So I'll give you a brief overview and then I'll go a little bit more into detail on each center. But our school in Sydney and Melbourne would be our 2 largest OHC schools. In Sydney, again, it's a fantastic city with a lot of opportunities. If you're going there to study and to work, you'll be there for longer than 6 months. So these cities have a lot to offer and a lot to see. I think these will not be cities that you tire of, and you'll also have a lot of really great work opportunities as well. So if we go into Sydney, it's a multicultural, exciting city. There's great entertainment, fantastic beaches, and a great cultural life as well. It's also quite an international city like Melbourne, so it's a bit of a cultural melting pot. So while you might feel a bit intimidated to go abroad and study English, find comfort in knowing that when you go abroad, there will be a lot of international population in the demographic there. So I think you'll really be able to feel comfortable knowing that, it's a very international city. Our school itself is also located only 15 minutes walk to the Opera House, 5 minutes from Darling Harbour, and we have quite a unique building as it also houses our university degrees through Holmes Institute. It also is where we have OHC Oxford House. So it's a very nice building, and you can go on YouTube and type in OHC Sydney, and you'll be able to see a lot more videos on that as well. When we go to Melbourne, there's some really great points about this city. It's voted repeatedly as the best city in the world to live in. So if this stat and this ranking doesn't attract you, then hopefully maybe other things like the fact that it's Australia's cultural and fashion capital, that it's also a great city in a great location with some great opportunities. Our school as well is really close to the CBD. It's also right in front of the Parliament House, so a great opportunity there. Now, as well, our school at Melbourne will also be housed in the same building as our Holmes Institute degree programs. So you have many great resources when you're studying here at this school, in addition to what the city offers you. Now, we also have schools in Cairns and Brisbane. So Cairns, I think, is quite a unique city to visit. It's most well known for the Great Barrier Reef and the Daintree Rainforest. But it's a small coastal city town, known for being very safe and friendly. Here, students, when they come and work, find different unique type of opportunities, mainly in tourism, because of the type of industry that's very popular here. But again, because it's a small town, getting around is very easy, which means that, again, your transportation costs and your accommodation costs will be a lot lower than if you're in a bigger city like Melbourne or Sydney, or even Brisbane for that case. Our school in Brisbane is also in a fantastic location, located in the CBD. It's a smaller center, but again, this, I think, is a fantastic location as it's also close to some great beaches, has a lot of really great opportunities for work and for study. And again, here's just a few more facts about each city. So in Cairns, warm tropical weather year-round, great scuba diving if you're into that, fantastic opportunities in the hospitality industry. And I know that this is something that might be quite popular in Thailand. And most of our students that come to the school are from Europe and from Asia, so Japan and Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, countries like that. In Brisbane, again, it's the capital of Queensland. It's known as the Sunshine State. It's got some warm weather as well. Amazing network of parks and gardens and rivers, and it's only an hour from Gold Coast, which has surfers' paradise and fantastic beaches. So that brings me to our last school, Gold Coast. So Gold Coast is known as Australia's holiday playground. It's got a lot of amusement and theme parks, and it's got some of the nicest beaches in the world, as well some of the nicest beaches for surfing. So OHC Oxford House in Gold Coast has a fantastic location. It's located only 5-minute walk from Surfer's Paradise. We have a brand new, very modern, beautiful campus. So with spacious classrooms and a really, really nice, bright atmosphere, I think this is a fantastic location for students to come and study as well. It's a really touristy destination. Again, as I said, we have a fantastic location. It's got a lot of really great infrastructure, only an hour from Brisbane, but if I were a student, I would choose to study at Gold Coast due to the atmosphere, the vibe, and the type of culture. When I was here in Gold Coast, I think one of the great things is that every morning around 5:30, 6 in the morning. People are out on the beach exercising. People are active. So this is a really great destination for students that are looking for a little bit more of an active lifestyle. And finally, as I touched on briefly, activities, I think, are also a very important part of our program. So at OHC, we believe this experience is very important to making sure you have a great journey. We have staff members at every school who will work to try and organize all of your different activities. In some of our smaller centers, this might mean 1 or 2 activities led by our staff each week. In some of our bigger centers, it means almost every other day. But anytime we have more than 5 students that want to participate in an activity that's organized by OHC Oxford House, our staff will lead you on those activities. A really exciting activity that a group of our students participated in last year was a surf trip where they rented some cabins, surfboards, and cars, and they drove out for 3 or 4 days on an epic surf trip with a few of our teachers. They had a great time, they barbecued, and this was all organized by our school, and it was a great experience and well received by our students. But again, the reason why we focus on activities, and the reason why I like to point it out, is because this is where you're going to get to really experience your cities and your cultures. This is where your friendships with your friends will get stronger. And this is where you'll be able to practice everything that you've learned in class outside of the classroom. So I think that's a great opportunity as well for you. So that's a little bit about OHC. We hope you can discover your world, and we hope that today, when you look after this, if you have any questions, you can let me know, or you can let the team at AIC know as well. They'll be very happy to help you get sorted if you wish on booking with us. We have a great promotion right now that will be offered for anyone who's seen this and is interested in following up. The promotion is 5+1 for any of the destinations that you're looking for. So what that means is if you pay for 5 weeks, you will get your 6th week free. So again, as this is a focus on Australia, this might be a very attractive promotion for Australia for you, because if you're looking to study for 6 months or 24 weeks, you'll only have to pay for 20. And if you're looking to study for a full year or 48 weeks, you'll only have to pay for 40 weeks. So that's 1 and 2 months free of a promotion for you guys today. So thank you very, very much. Again, my pleasure telling you about OHC Oxford House. If you have any further questions or you want to see some photos or videos, just let us know, or feel free to visit our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, or our Instagram.